What's up, Katie Baz? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be one where I'm going to be ranking my DIY projects from, I'll say 2020 till this year, and I'm basically going to rank them. Hi, George.
Welcome, Dave.
Oh, dear God. Basically the way the ranking system works is you have like 5 levels, which is like from the best to the absolute worst. I've decided to name mine very funny names, so it's even more interesting. Just for the banter, just for the fun. Let's get into this. From the best to the worst, I've decided to name my different ranks just for the fun of it. The best is definitely Giving, and then following that is Katie Baz Loved It, which is pretty self-explanatory. Basically projects that you guys loved, sometimes even more than me. And then the middle one is like A for Effort, which is like it wasn't that bad but it was okay. And then the one after that it was much better in my head. And then the last level is like the very worst is Oh No Sis. So I have the projects here and I'm basically just going to rank them together with you guys. I will tell you the reasons why I put them in different ranks, so that way it kind of makes sense. So this denim project I really liked, and I did this in collaboration with Pelumi of Sophia Studios, and it was a project where we decided to upcycle like old jeans into something new. I mean, it's okay. I think there were some things that I didn't really like about it. I didn't like the fact that the collar was a bit bulky, and I didn't want to buy new things. I tried to use supplies I already had in the studio. I wasn't a huge fan of the buttons. I thought they were too big, but crazy enough, that's what added to the jazz of it. So I will give this A for Effort, if I'm being very honest. Yeah, A for Effort for that. Next up is another upcycling project. Oh, this dress. If I could turn back to time. Oh, this dress is like, let's not even talk. Let's just move this dress where it belongs. So this dress was much better in my head, and I'll explain why. I've been trying to do a lot of like fabric upcycling projects just to encourage myself and you guys to, use scraps that you have. And I decided to try a different shape. Normally we do squares or strips, usually like angular 4-cornered shapes. I was like, let me do something like a triangle and put it together. The colors work together. I just say it just looks a bit cheap, if I'm being very honest. That's why it was much better in my head compared to when I made it. The pleated skirt I made with cement pleats, this was definitely a fan favorite. I feel like you guys loved this project. I remember going to the cement pleat studio. I'm not even thinking that anybody would care about that video, but you guys absolutely loved that video. I think it got like 1 million views in the first couple of months, and then I used the pleating we did from that project to make the skirt, and a lot of you guys absolutely loved this. The skirt doesn't fit me anymore. I've grown thicker over the last 2 years. I can still zip it up, but it's just obvious that it's really tight around the waist. Yeah, you guys definitely loved this one more than I did, honestly. More recently is this Ankara jumpsuit. I honestly love this project. There were 1 or 2 tweaks that I could have made to save it, but I would say it's giving. If I'm being very honest, I'll definitely wear this a lot because it's very comfortable. The legs are nice and wide. The crotch area is a bit too tight, so if I wear it from afar you won't really tell, but if you come close you see that it's a bit too tight and it's making like a very weird V, but it's definitely giving. I love the style, I love the fabric. This was the fabric my mom gave to me, and I'm a huge fan of that jumpsuit, and I'll definitely be wearing it like a lot. I guess we finally reached the first project that I'm like, oh no, sis. Yeah, I don't know, there was just something off about that top. It was inspired by a very trendy dress that has like the gathering here and then it's gathered into like a round puff sleeve. It didn't have a lot of ease. It didn't have any ease, not even a lot. It didn't have any ease around the bust, so I just looked like a sausage that was being smushed, and no, oh no sis. Next up is the oversized kimono I made with Ankara with a matching alternate top, and then I tied a matching scarf around the neck. I really like this. I just feel like I haven't had the chance to really wear it and enjoy it. I've made it, I wore it to take pictures, to make videos. I kind of wore it half a day during my honeymoon, but that outfit deserves a day. Like, I need to wear that outfit out. I don't know if you guys liked it a lot. I feel like you guys loved the fabric over the style. So I want to say that one is A for effort. Oh man, so this is a pair of boot cut pants I made with Ankara. This I did in collaboration with Jennifer. Oh, what's her Instagram handle? I don't even handle on the stage. She's a fashion designer as well, but she's in the US, and we use the same fabric to do different projects. She made a pair of joggers, and I made a pair of boot cut pants, so like wide leg. Around the hem, but it's like fitted on the knee and the thigh area. I love this project. I've worn it like once, but I think the reason why I haven't worn it a lot is it's more of a summery piece because it's quite thin material. And then the second thing is the waist itself is tight, but then the belly area is a bit loose, so it's kind of feels awkward when you wear it, but it's a really lovely piece. So this one I would give A for effort. There are definitely things that I could fix there to make it a better fit. Now we have the red blazer. The red blazer. I loved this blazer. I've worn this blazer like once. It's definitely giving. I'm sorry, like, I think you guys also liked it, but and it's received quite a bit of views on YouTube as well. Yeah, it's definitely giving. Love it. Would wear it again. It would be so cool around Christmas, you know, with like a white blouse or like a white dress underneath. So like the red blazer over a white dress for Christmas. The Michelle Obama coat. This one, see, if there was a project that from the moment I posted this jacket, it took me a lot. Like, it was so stressful to make, finding the right material, making sure it came out nice. And whenever you are recreating a designer's work, there's always this like gray area of you want to execute it nicely, but you still want to pay homage to the original designer. The original designer for this coat, worn by Michelle Obama, is Sergio Hudson. He's an American designer. And I was just inspired when I saw Michelle wear it. She wore it with this like matching turtleneck top in the same or like similar color group, and then the same color pants as well, and a belt. I just tried to create it, and you guys absolutely loved this one. Have I worn it again? No, but was it a fan fave? Yes. Is this something that got me like kind of increased interest in like my brand, my work? Definitely yes. I'm a huge fan of making outerwear. I don't make it very often because it's quite technical and it's time consuming, but I loved making that coat. Now we have the halter neck. I love this one. See, this is definitely giving. I don't care what anybody has to say. This is definitely giving. And I'll tell you why. I just feel like a total sweet pimperimpe whenever I wear this thing. Like, the back is completely open, oh. You can't wear a bra, you have to use nipple covers, but I just feel so good when I wear it. Like, I don't know why. If you even look at it, you can tell that the crotch is just a little bit too tight, but do I care? No. Would I wear it again? Yes. And I remember someone actually stopping me on the street and saying, "Your jumpsuit is so nice, where is it from?" And I was like, "I made it, darling." Next up is this green cord set. This one you guys definitely loved. Like, I feel like you guys loved this one more than me, and I think it's the fact that it was the first time I made a suit or like a cord set. I don't make cord sets very often because, again, when you do outerwear and then I made a matching skirt, it can be time consuming. And the thing with doing slightly more complex projects on my channel is it's a hit or miss. You guys would love the outcome, but you will not sit and watch the tutorial. So there's a part of my brain that's like, why do I even bother making this? So you guys love that one. You guys love the blazer more than the skirt. I remember like just seeing the comments come through. You guys also were a huge fan of the color, that like mint green. Now we have this off the shoulder Ankara cotton fusion like shirt situation. this was a fan fave and it's definitely giving. So it's going to go up on the highest of the highest of the highest ranks because I loved making that top. I had seen that style circulate online, like in different colors, people combining different type of fabrics, and I just thought it'd be really cool to make something that was like in the pinky red realm, and I allowed the Ankara to guide me, which is why I chose the red to make the collar and the cuff, and then the Ankara as the body of the shirt. So this is a, I don't know if I want to call it a abaya boo-boo gown situation, and this one at first I feel like you guys didn't really care for, but over time it started to like gather a little bit of more interest. I have worn this dress to the point that it now has holes. It is the ultimate, like, I'm at home, I don't want anything to touch my body, I just want to be comfortable, I want to feel like it's giving that like I'm at home, I want to be comfy, like rich auntie vibes, and I have worn this thing to death. I don't think you guys loved it a lot, but it's definitely giving, and it's going up there. I'm sorry, it's going up there, and you guys started to like it more with time, so it's definitely giving. Okay, so this yellow skirt I can't explain. I can't explain. I promise this was much better in my head, and I feel like on my channel whenever I do clothes that are a little bit more revealing, whether it's cleavage or legs, I just feel like my audience is not their cup of tea. So even if it's like nice and trendy on Instagram, it gets lots of likes, but once the tutorial lands on my YouTube, people don't really care for it, and that's the case of this yellow skirt. So it was much better in my head. It's a style of skirt that I have like three. I have this in white, in blue, and then I have like a checkered one, and I got a black one recently. It's like this like tennis skirt style that has a pair of shorts underneath. I haven't been able to wear that skirt since then because it's just too short. I would only be able to wear this on holiday, by the pool, on the beach, because it's that short. It wasn't very well received on the channel. I've not been able to wear it a lot because of its length, and I think it was much better in my head because when I made it, there were just a lot of mistakes that I was just like, no, why? No, please. Oh, now this shorts, and it wasn't even a top. It was a scarf that I just tied around my chest. You guys absolutely loved this. I think it was the fabric. The fabric was what sold this design. It was just a simple pair of shorts. It had button, it had zip. It didn't even have pocket. It was really nice and fitted on the body. I think I've worn this like once since I made it. And I think you guys love when I do co-ord sets or like looks that is the same thing up and down. That short was definitely one of it, because in the tutorial I already shared how to make the shorts, but I tied the scrap fabrics on the front like a top, and a lot of you kept asking, oh, tutorial for the top, and I'm like, it's just scrap fabric that I've just tied around my chest to. This is not a top, sorry. This one I don't know. I feel like at the beginning people didn't really care for it, but it's like one of those styles that because it had a corset and a tie on the back, I guess people who were now searching for that style found my videos and watched it. So over time it did gather a bit of views, but I think it was kind of like so I give it A for effort. And it was one of those pieces that I made for my friends at Shrebi. I didn't get to attend her wedding. It was during that whole like Rona lockdown period, so I couldn't attend the wedding, but that was the outfit that I made. Oh, this green dress. Oh, this green dress. Let's just move it where it's meant to be. Let's not talk about this. I think the fabric choice was what ruined this dress. And this is a cut that is still quite popular till date. This is like asymmetric hemline that is short on one side that goes longer to the other side. I've seen this on like skirts, on dresses, on jackets, but I think I just chose the wrong fabric. So it's just pointed like yam in one corner instead of it to fall nicely. And that dress I made for I think it was my 30th birthday. It was either 30th or 31st, and I was really excited to make like a cute different dress, but when I wore it the day of the shoot I knew it wasn't it. But you know what, I just like, let's just smile and wave because we're already here. I tried to like style it with the shoes, my hair and everything, but no, I think I even took down the tutorial because I wasn't just confident in it anymore. Now we have another gown here. This is a more recent project. This one I made with a plain red cotton on top, and then this beautiful like yellow, green, blue Ankara that I got when I went to Nigeria earlier in the year. I love this dress. I wore this dress on my honeymoon, and I kid you not, a lady literally stopped me and said, I love your dress, where is it from? That's how much of an impact that this dress had when I wore it. So this one is definitely giving, but I feel like you guys didn't care for it a lot, so I'm going to give it A for effort. Now we have come to this corset skirt. This is another skirt that I think the styling was where I missed it with this skirt. And I've actually worn this skirt since I made it. I wore it for a brunch with my friend, and everyone kept asking, oh, where's your skirt from? It's so nice, it's so nice. And I think it was a styling, and then it's a skirt that it's like a corset situation that goes underneath the bust. And this skirt was so trendy in 2020. I think Kylie Jenner or somebody wore it, and everyone was like, oh, I want that style of skirt. So I made this with like a damask fabric, which does not have a lot of structure compared to like pleather or leather. And then the boning tunnel, I made the boning like cut off around the stomach, so it protrudes in a very unflattering way. I should have made that go all the way down to the hem. And then I think the way I styled it in this picture, the white just washes out the damask. So I feel like I should have styled it with like a black or a red, something more contrasty, so you guys would actually see, you know, the shape of the corset and the silhouette of the skirt. So this was much better in my head. I feel like the styling was where I missed it, but it's still a cute skirt though. I will still give it that. It's like what I said, whenever I make revealing dresses on this channel, you people just look at me with side eye of like, who do you think is going to wear that one? Now, this dress, I was so sure that it was going to be a hit. You know when you make a project and you're like, this one is going to hit. They're going to like it. As I posted the tutorial, crickets. Literal crickets. And I remember I invested a lot in this shoot. I literally remember I got like a makeup artist because I wanted to give that like 1920s sexy clapper girl. That was inspiration for the styling. So I made like matching gloves. I had this fake faux like shawl. I got like this nice black strappy heel. That's the thing you people don't realize. A lot of these pictures, sometimes I'd actually get accessories just to go with the outfit if I don't have anything in my wardrobe. So I actually end up investing money into the project way beyond making the garment. So this one paid me, it paid me, but I feel like it was definitely an oh no moment, because yeah, it was like money misroad. So I have saved the best for last, which is my wedding dress. This dress took me about 3 months to make. I have a whole series about making this dress. It's not really a tutorial. I just share like the process of making the dress, the materials, how much I ended up spending, solving fit, and like, you know, design detail issues. There were so many things that went wrong that I tried to save before the wedding day. I was so stressed, but I'm glad my mother-in-law was here with me, so she helped me actually stitch on like the lace trim on the neckline, on the cuff, and on the bottom of this dress. Looking back on this dress now, there are a lot of things I wish I had done differently, but at the same time, I'm very, very grateful I got to make my wedding dress. It's one of those experiences that I'm going to hold dear to my heart for the rest of my life, because it made my wedding more memorable, because every hour, every day I spent making that dress, it just made it more special. This one, you people were just blown away by, like, wow, you actually made your dress, and I was even impressed by my own self that I made my dress. So this is definitely going up there, which is definitely giving. Like, I can't believe I made my wedding dress. Like, yo. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed just having a laugh with me. I am someone who I love to make fun of myself. I don't take myself too seriously, and that's something that might not come across on YouTube, but for people who know me in real life, I'm actually quite laid back, sensitive, emotional, but I don't like to take myself very seriously. Hence why I feel comfortable just roasting myself like I have done now. I'm going to link this tier maker down below with these same pictures so you guys can rank this. And I'm curious to see if our ranks would be similar, or if you guys disagree with me or agree with me on certain projects. If you want me to make a part 2 of this, because I have made way more than this pieces and these projects in the last 2 years. I just selected like the notable ones like that just came off the top of my mind. If If you did enjoy watching this video, do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.